Hello, or bon dia, as they say in Bonaire. Welcome to Bonaire, which is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to. It's for location-wise, it's about a 3-hour flight down south of Miami in Florida State, United States. Um, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place. From the lush desert terrain to the beautiful ocean line, the beautiful lush coral experience, to the cactus and just all of that. The terrain is just an amazing experience, and it will give you an experience like you've never had before. I landed in the airport. I believe it's Flamingo. Yes, the airport, Flamingo International Airport, which is in Kralendijk, which is the major city in Bonaire. More of a small town, really. As you come into the small island, you notice that you walk from the plane to the immigration post. It's open air, which is not, which is fine for Bonaire, because really Bonaire is only about 20 inches of rainfall they get per year. So it's really sunny and warm almost all year round. Just amazing weather. Um, the name Bonaire itself translates to good air, so it's really called the island of good air. And when you're there, you notice that there's a slight breeze that's just constantly moving through the island. It's it's hot, but then you can get that breeze as well. Just an amazing feeling. The island itself is a unique amalgamation of cultures, languages, and people. It's a polyglot society. A lot of people speak English, Spanish, or Dutch. They speak more than one language. However, the main language or most common language is Papiamento, and it's recognized by the government there. The language consists of faces from everything. You've got French to English to Spanish to even Hindi. Just a whole bunch of different languages mixed into one to create this Creole sort of thing, sort of language that they do have there. The people as well are a mix of different people around the world. The original settlers on the island were the Amerindians. Under the Amerindians, you had the Arab people as well, which I learned about when I was there. And over time, European settlers came and they brought slaves with them as well. And, you have the South Americans and then the Asian, and these people have mixed over time to create this unique, special people that now live on the island. And it's not uncommon to find, someone with darker skin but having, say, blue eyes and blonde hair, for example, but with darker skin, very unique looking set of people, quite beautiful people. There's about 20,000 or so residents living on the island. Like I said, it's sunny almost all year round. There's barely any traffic on the island. There's not a single traffic stop sign or stoplight on the island. And it takes you about 40 minutes or so to go from one end of the island to the other end. In terms of food, fast food is almost non-existent. They have one KFC location. Apart from that, there's no McDonald's or Burger Kings like you'd find in, other cities, basically. I noticed that they do eat a lot of barbecue food. There's lots of places to go to, lots and lots of places. On the waterfront, there's a lot of restaurants that you can try. You know, delicious food everywhere. The portions are quite generous. I never finished a single portion out there. I always had to take some back home. I would highly recommend the lionfish burger. Absolutely delicious. Apparently, the lionfish is an invasive species of fish, so you're encouraged to actually to hunt them, I guess, and eat them. You can also try, curry goat, the usual Caribbean flavors, curry goats, you got plantains, and also some special delicacies I wouldn't mention, but if you're brave enough to, you can go try them, right? It's essentially a tourist economy in Bonaire, and the main attraction is diving, just because the reefs are so lush and so beautiful. When you go under that ocean, it's just amazing there. So it is the major attraction. All the water around the island is marine protected area, so that's administered by a body called Sinapa. So you do have to get passes to use the ocean or water bodies, and you do have to stick to their rules. Like not if you're on a jet ski and speedboat, your speed, all of those things within a certain area, you have to stick to the rules because you can get tickets and you can get kicked out of the water and not allowed to use it. The water, like I said, is absolutely beautiful. You can go diving, snorkeling, windsurfing, boating, all available if you need to do those things. It's also a bird's paradise. There's over 187 recorded species of birds. Everything from your ducks that you see almost everywhere to your ducks that you see almost everywhere else. I mean, to flamingos, to crested caracaras, and even tricolored herons. You can, even see things that are not birds as well, like around the island, like iguanas, for example, right? And you notice when you're there, there's a lot of free roaming goats and donkeys on the island. Yes, they are all free roaming, like basically in the wild. These were brought by early European settlers that wanted to farm, and I guess they were abandoned over time, and they did just multiply. They, mated and had offspring, and just multiplied on the island. But also, there is a donkey sanctuary where you can actually pay to see the donkeys, and you sort of drive through in your own vehicle, just like in a safari, and you can feed them carrots. They eat off your hands. It's perfectly safe. That was a really good experience for me. I really loved the I'm seeing the donkeys there, quite gentle. They just come, they just want to get some carrots, really hungry for the carrots. And I was there as well when they were getting fed, because we do feed them other things, like I guess hay as well. But yeah, I'm guessing the carrots are one of their favorites, right? Those are a bit more expensive as well. But these donkeys and goats, however, has been it's sort of like, although it's synonymous with Bonaire, it's also causing a lot of issues environmentally, because they're eating too much way too quickly. So the wild ones are just in the wild eating the vegetation, which is unsustainable for the island itself. And I think they're trying to work out ways, or they have been trying to work out ways to humanely deal with this as well, right? Um, yeah, but I do hope that they can fix that soon, because you do want to have that diversity in terms of the terrain on the island as well. Um, Apart from the donkey sanctuaries, other things you can do is maybe go on a hike. You can visit the old town of Rincon, which is the oldest continuous settlement on the island. It was originally established by the Spanish, and it was chosen specifically for its hidden location between the hills. So passing ships would not see the town, so that way they would not get raided, right? You've got bat caves that you can explore, and there are bats in there, so of course you want to try not to disturb the bats. If you're a little squeamish as well, maybe not for you. There's also all the caves where you can find, Amerindian cave paintings from the original settlers on the island. You have the salt flats. You can go check that out as well. There's a lot of salt production on the island, I forgot to mention as well. There's also local activities you can go to. I did have a local guide showing me around, so I had the opportunity to go to a few of the activities that they had locally. I went to the museum as well. That's really interesting place to go to. And I was lucky enough to be in the country when they had their carnival, so I got to experience the beautiful colors as well as the whole island being out and enjoying themselves. Everyone out, from all the kids, music, food, drinks. Really, really amazing experience. You can dabble in local culture a bit. Go for events. A lot of the events will probably be presented in Papiamento. Although English, Spanish, and Dutch are also widely spoken on the island as well. Yeah, but visit Bonaire, absolutely amazing place. And I will leave you here with the rest of this video just to look at the amazing views of Bonaire.